Hey, good afternoon, YouTube. Good day. How's everybody doing? Thought we'd get out here and we got some weather moving in and out of here today. We got a little bit of winter weather, and it's kind of appropriate for our current situation nationally. Stormy times. Um, but obviously, we've been talking a lot about the government shutdown. We're on day 9 now, and everybody's having a good time. Um, but really, what does all that mean? You know, it's kind of just more political posturing and trying to get political advantage over anybody that is of any real substance or anything of real effect going to come of it, I think. You know, it'd be nice to get the defunding of the Affordable Care Act, but I don't know if that's just kind of they're throwing it out there. I don't think it's really realistic as much as we'd like it. But along with that, now we got the debt ceiling on our back door here, and coming up quick. And it looks like you know, they're going to do the same thing with that, play the political games with it. But I've been looking into it and reading up a little bit and listening to some people on it. It sounds like there's some other options that might be out there that I want to discuss and let y'all know about, think about, and let me know what you think. One is that the president can declare a national emergency and arbitrarily lays the debt ceiling himself as a state of as declaring a national emergency. And this would, in particular, be, you know, like he talks about in his other powers that they're granted back in the mid 2000s with those presidential authorities, you know, seizing national assets and private industry and stuff like that. Along with that, he could raise the debt ceiling and to whatever he wanted and continue to move along as desired. And if they're raising the debt ceiling, that's not good, because you know that they would be able to do a lot of other things. So that would be a big red flag there if they did that. And another one to think about is if the Federal Reserve Bank looks around and says, oh, we're just going to give the U.S. Treasury X amount of digits in their computer to play around with. You know, and that wouldn't even be raising the debt ceiling. That would be just more money, if you will, in the U.S. Treasury's pocket. And why wouldn't the Federal Reserve do that when the U.S. corporate government is their biggest investment they have? So, you know, the U.S. government provides them their front and their muscle to get things done and make their own money. So why wouldn't they reinvest in that and protect it? So that would be another option if they somehow don't come to an agreement here by the 17th, the supposed 17th, which is a date given by the Treasury Secretary. You know, it's not really a real date that is known for sure on paper. It's just what the Treasury Secretary said would be the final date. So who knows how much, you know, wiggle room there is in that as well. But there's two options there that, you know, if they did happen, that would be a huge red flag. You know, you're talking about the government acting outside the consent of the governed in a large way and really causing problems, and that'd be a big red flag, I think, for everybody. Hopefully that the corporate government is in full effect and the Constitution is suspended. But you know, you got a lot of stuff going on right now. It's really hard to keep track, like we talked about. Mule talks about just a lot of things going on with the speed of information, and just can't keep up with everything that's going on. You got these two huge issues. You got the new Fed chairman been nominated now with Yellen, and that was expected. You know, and what she'll do is just kind of more of Bernanke's policies and more of the same on that, with maybe even increased, you know, dumping money into the banks to increase those policies. So none of that would be good, you know, and what she will do. But you can go check out a video of Jim Cramer on CNBC just telling you how great she is, if you want to believe that line. It's, you know, just the bankers supporting the bankers. That's all. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Stay alert out there. Definitely this whole debt ceiling thing. You know, it's just whatever happens, it's going to be to the advantage of the big banks and interests than it is to help any common person or the average person or Americans in general. It's not going to change, you know, a lot for us other than maybe cause more inflation, it sounds like. But just some thoughts for the day. Hope everybody's doing good. If you look out there, you're starting to get some snow on the mountains from this. Snow levels at 6,000 feet, they said, so winter's coming in full effect. But y'all be good. Let me hear what you think. Let's get some comments, and we'll talk to y'all soon. Live free.